The Ryzen 7 5800X3D is one of the most popular CPUs among mini-ITX PC builders. It can keep up with the latest Intel and AMD CPUs while consuming a mere 70 watts because it doesn't need to be overclocked to become a gaming beast. It is hard to pick the right parts for a mini-ITX PC, so if you're looking to build one yourself but are unsure, I've gathered well-tested parts that will easily fit together. Let's start with the motherboard, which is the Gigabyte B550I AORUS Pro AX. It's a decent motherboard with a great VRM configuration that can even handle a stock 5950X. It has a good set of rear I/O with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5 and is quite affordable, which is unusual for mini-ITX motherboards as they tend to be unnecessarily expensive. Before we continue with the rest of the build, I want to start with the case. I chose the A4H2O, which is made by Lian in collaboration with Dan Case. The main appeal of the A4H2O is its premium build quality at a significantly lower price than the competition. It is a water cooling only case like the Form D T1 and the N Case M1, and is available for much less than both of those. The total volume is a mere 10 liters, which is smaller than many shoeboxes. The cooler I chose for this ITX case is the NZXT Kraken 240, which is a perfect match and will fit with absolutely no issues. The only downside to having this cooler in this case is that you won't be able to see the LCD on the CPU block since the A4H20 has no tempered glass or acrylic side panel. What is great though is that the 5800X3D is extremely efficient and does not need a lot of cooling to prevent thermal throttling. The Kraken 240 will have no issues keeping it under 70 degrees Celsius even during long gaming or work sessions. Since we are working with limited space, I recommend going with at least 32 gigabytes of RAM. It would be a challenge to open apart an ITX PC once it's assembled. I've gone with the Silicon Power Gaming 32 gigabyte 2x16 gigabyte DDR4 3200 CL16, as it is fast and has plenty of memory for gaming for a very long time. The biggest challenge with an ITX case is the ability to fit a graphics card, since they have gotten too big over the past couple of years. The A4H20 is a considerably better case for full-length graphics cards, as it has a separate compartment for them. Lian says that the card can be 322mm in length, 150mm high, and 60mm thick. Taking this into consideration, the best card that fits this requirement is the Sapphire Pulse Radeon RX 7800 XT. I chose this card because it is an incredibly fast 1440p GPU while having a very short profile. It is just 280mm in length and would fit in any case, especially the Lian A4H20. With such a powerful GPU, it is important to also have a top-tier PSU, which is why I went with the tried and tested Corsair SF750. It fits easily in the Lian A4H20 and can handle even a 12900K and RTX 4090, so this PC is going to be no issue for the SF750. Lastly, for storage, I went with the Western Digital Black SN850X 2TB, a top-notch and reliable M2 PCIe SSD that doesn't break the bank. 2TB should be a minimum for ITX builds due to M2 slot limitations, and it reduces the need to more frequently upgrade. In conclusion, if you want the best possible performance in the smallest possible size with the Ryzen 7 5800X3D at its core, then this mini PC build will satisfy your desires. Everything is chosen to fit perfectly without the need to tune anything once the PC is assembled. It is a tiny PC that would barely take up any space on a desk. All these for an estimated cost of $1,650, and you can always check all the components in the description.